Yellowfront was a discount store chain that opened in the 1950s and closed in 1990. Thank you for your suggestion.
Christmas, such a wonderful holiday. Lights, trees, ornaments, presents for 12 grandchildren. Merry Christmas, kids. I went to Yellowfront and found something special for each one of you. Shirts, jeans, sweaters, even toys. Christmas presents for 12 grandchildren for less than you can imagine. And my own kids, they gave me an early present this Christmas. Number 13.
We're full of surprises.
Yellowfront started sometime in the 1950s by Jim Kelly in Phoenix, Arizona. The Phoenix store started as a single Army surplus store, which was pretty common in those days. Mr. Kelly was an entrepreneur who bought massive lots of surplus military gear that existed in the aftermath of World War II. He hoped to take advantage of the surplus available that many other small business owners alike were doing at that time. At a single auction, a buyer could get all of the inventory he needed to outfit an entire Army surplus store. There was so much stuff, uniforms, canteens, flashlights, radios, even Jeeps, that it would take years for the US government to dole it out into these middlemen, and even decades before these buyers could sell it all off in their stores. Jim Kelly would eventually grow from one store to 4 by 1960. Enter Jake Henniger. Like many young men of the greatest generation, Jake served in World War II. He was wounded in the Pacific and earned the Purple Heart. Jake was an entrepreneur from the start. After the war, he returned to Denver, married, and moved to Southern California in the early 1950s, selling auto parts in the Southwest. One of his best customers was a small Phoenix company named Valley Distributing. Their Yellowfront store sold primarily Army surplus and discount merchandise. Seeing a business opportunity, Jake joined Valley in 1958 as a buyer and merchandiser. Jake Henniger bought the company from Jim Kelly in 1960. From there, Jake grew the company from 4 to over 200 stores. At the height of Valley Distributing, the company employed 5,000 people throughout the Southwest. In the 1960s, Yellowfront stores added more variety to their stock and increased their locations. The Army surplus stores would evolve into a sporting goods chain and later a discount chain. Mr. Henniger was known for his acute mercantile skills and natural business acumen that provided the public with popular priced goods and his employees a special place in the American chain store history. By the 1970s, they had stores all over the southwestern United States. They were by then selling outdoor gear such as hunting, camping, and fishing supplies, as well as work clothing such as Levi jeans. After a quick expansion, Yellow stores were forced to close all of their Pacific Northwest stores in 1977. In 1978, Yellowfront Stores was acquired by Lucky Stores, a grocery store chain in California, for $45.9 million, and they would be left to operate autonomously as Yellowfront. By 1987, there were 104 Yellowfront stores in 8 states. Lucky's would sell the Yellowfront chain for $50 million during a hostile takeover by Asher Eshelman, a New York investor. The company would also close down another investment known as Gemco as a result of this. The Kenmare Corporation, which was owned by Daniel Sullivan, purchased the company. A few months later, Yellowfront purchased the Washington-based 64-unit Bonanza 88 stores. Less than 2 years later, the company was forced into bankruptcy and eventually liquidated all of its stores. In 1990. So what do you remember about this place? leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.
Bringing back memories from the good old days. That's super cool, man.